Hello and happy Sunday. It's Kelly with Ifyouhaveanegg.com, and today is Sunday, August the 9th, and it is a scorcher here in East Tennessee. Fortunately, Karen decided to walk early this morning, so I am not a sweaty mess. Thank you for that, Karen. This is chat number 185. I'm Kelly with Ifyouhaveanegg.com. 185 times. I know. I don't know. I've got this build up going to 200. I don't know. That's 15 weeks from now, but I've got this build up going to, to number 200. 185 chats. This one is titled When You're Active, and it is August the 9th, 2020. And hello, Barbara. Hello, Evie. I'm so happy that comments are working. That excites me more than you all could possibly know. But we are in for a great evening. Hello, Melissa. We've got lots to talk about as usual. Got some yummy food to make. Hello, Betty. Dusty is already quarantined to his chair because he's already going crazy. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Kim. Hello to everyone coming in. Hello, Carol Lou. Oh, and thank you very much, Carol Lou. I am letting the gray grow out, so thank you. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Lindsay. Oh, and Lindsay's got a Mel's casserole in the oven. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So if you want to make Mel's casserole, that recipe is already on ifyouhaveanegg.com. So you could go ahead and head on over there and see what Lindsay is having for dinner. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Linda from beautiful Rock Island, Illinois. Hello, Teresa from Kentucky. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Sandy from northeastern Kansas. And hello, Janice. If you are new with us and you're wondering what all the hi and hellos are about, we love to say hi and hello to each other, especially right now when we can't be together. So many of us included. Hello, Patsy. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Lacey. And hello, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. Hello, Mindy. It's good to see you again. But many of us cannot be at our physical WW workshops yet, so we like to say hi and hello. Honestly, we like to say hi and hello even if we can go to our physical workshops. But hello, Laura. Hello, Sandra from Naperville. Saw you again today. Hello, Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay, I'm sorry. Lindsay says you must make it. It's amazing. Oh, I know. I've got another one in the freezer ready to go. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Roberta. Hello, Melissa. Oh, Melissa had Windstar Buffalo Dip today. Okay, so Melissa, I almost made Windstar Karen's Buffalo Chicken Dip for something else for tonight, but I didn't. Anyway, and hello, Teresa. They got a little shower there right after she watered her flowers, of course. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Sylvia from Oklahoma. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Katie from Minneapolis. Hello, Trish. Good to see you again. Trish from California. Hello, Stacy. Hello, John from Home Base. Good to see you again, too, since I think I've only seen you in passing twice today. Just kidding. We went to the zoo today. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Irma. Oh, and Sandra. Yes, pretty nails. So this, I don't even remember the name. Casey's going to have to tell you. But so I just did the overcoat today on my nails. It's hard to see, but it's like little palm trees. And I'm sorry. Hello, Catherine from Milwaukee. Hello. Oh, Trisha saying hey to John. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Sherry in Connecticut. Her power is back on in Connecticut. Wait, what? The power's been off for 6 days. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Susan from West Tennessee. Hello, Gina from Wilton, Connecticut. And thank you, Angie. Angie's been watching my hair progress almost in person. Anyway, calm before the storm. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah. So Casey is a Color Street, whatever you call that, color specialist. And next week I'm doing this, but I'm doing it with white underneath. So I was testing it this week, and next week it will have white underneath it. And hello, Louise from New Zealand. So if you're brand new, please let us know. Please let us know, because we love to say hi and hello. So again, all of this back and forth helloing, and hello, Rosie. All of this back and forth helloing is because we can't be together right now. But honestly, we would do this even if we couldn't. I mean, even if we could be together. So if you are brand new, let us know, because we would love to welcome you. And oh my gosh, Gina, your power's been out for 5. Why? Okay, this has nothing to do with WW, and yet it has everything to do with WW. Why has your all's power been out for 5 and 6 days? And what have you eaten? And what did you do with everything that was in your refrigerator or your freezer? I have to know. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Marlene. But anyway, if you're brand new, please let us know, because we would love to say hello to you. Hello, Sherry. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. And if you don't want to say hi and hello, still think that's crazy. But anyway, just go ahead and grab that scroll bar and head on over to about 10 minutes, because that's when it kind of dies down. Oh, because of the hurricane. Oh my gosh. Okay. So hopefully everybody that has been, didn't even think about that. Okay. And we're having fire truck. But anyway, so sorry. Did not realize what parts of the country y'all were in. Hello, Alicia. And hello, Barbara Ann. Yeah. So those of y'all that have been in the hurricane, Wow. And did I have an earthquake? Carol Lou wants to know if I felt the earthquake today. Did we have an earthquake here today? I don't know. It must have been while we were at the zoo. Hello, Karen. Oh, yeah. Sherry said she sweated off 5 pounds. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, that's terrible. Hello, Pam. And that seems so weird. That seems so weird. I don't know. That seems so weird. Connecticut. So Connecticut got the hurricane. Do y'all normally get hurricanes? Because that seems, I don't know. That just seems weird to me because I don't know. That just seems foreign to me because I'm used to North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Gulf, Gulf Coast. Yeah, I don't know. That just seems weird to me in Connecticut. Hello, Jennifer from North Carolina. But yeah, so anyway, if you're brand new, let us know. We would love to say hi and hello. Hello, Liz. There are lots of you all here tonight. Lots of you all here tonight. If you are brand new also and you hear the weird noise in the background, Dusty again this week is about to pass out because we are making chicken this week. We're making chicken. So he's already had to smell it because I've started 2 pieces. I've started 2 pieces so that we could be, ahead of the game. And Carol says, okay, so hold on. So Carol says, yes, there was an earthquake in North Carolina and they said it could be felt as far as Knoxville. Well, sorry, we missed it. I don't know. John, you'll have to report in from home base. Did you feel the earthquake today? I did not. I didn't even notice it. Didn't notice it if we did. Hello, Mary from New Albany, Indiana. And hello, Sandra from North Carolina. So everybody that has been in the path of the hurricane, so sorry. Hello, Sylvia from Canada. So sorry. I hope that you all are getting back to, I hope that y'all are getting back to normal. Oh, wait, and Teresa says she tries not to eat all of her daily points and she wants to know if that hurts or helps her to lose weight. So while you all are commiserating with Dusty, and hello, Loretta, I'm going to answer Teresa real quick. So Teresa, I find that when I don't use, oh, he's fine. I know, but he's very whiny. I actually wish y'all could see him because it's pretty pathetic, but I'm used to it. So it doesn't affect me anymore. But anyway, so Teresa, I find that when I don't eat as many of my points, so if I'm still eating a good, yeah, John missed the earthquake too, because we were with Alyssa at the zoo and the splash pad. So who knows? Maybe we were splashing. And hello, Shantae. But Teresa, I tend to need to eat most of my points. I'm not going to pretend like I eat them all the time. I don't ever eat my fitness points. I don't ever eat my activity points. But I do tend to eat the majority of my points every day. If I don't, then I don't know if it's because I'm not satisfied or not full, or I don't know what happens, but then I don't tend to lose weight as well. And if I have a plateau, and we have a chat for that, we have at least one chat on plateaus. So if you find a topic, so Teresa, I'm going to use it as a great segue into this. If you find a topic that you think, gosh, I wonder if they've ever talked about that, or I wonder, about whatever, if you head on over to YouTube. And again, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, and search under our YouTube videos. This is the 185th one. So we've probably talked about it before. So we talk about using your points when you're in a plateau. We talk about using your points when you're not feeling satisfied. We talk about not using your, or about using your points to kind of get a kickstart, if you need a little bit of a boost, because sometimes your body just needs you to change it up. But anyway, yes, we do have a chat for that. So welcome to everyone. This is chat number 185, and it is titled When You're Active. If you have been keeping up with this summer, then you know that we are in the home stretch for the charms. So it does not matter if you have been in studio workshops and are on a COVID break right now. It doesn't matter if you are online only. And Liz, I have no idea what kind of cabinets these are. So I'm at work right now. This is Casey Kitchen Center, and these cabinets came with the building. The countertops, I can tell you what they are, because this is recycled glass. And the countertops in the back are coffee brown leathered. But anyway, okay. And yes, Betty is exactly right. There is a chat for everything. Okay. So again, chat number 185, When You're Active, August the 9th. And thank you, Liz. But we are winding down the charms. So if you have been a Studio WW member, oh my gosh, I have to sidetrack for a second. Teresa, good job. Teresa did a half marathon yesterday. That is so good. I want to know how many activity points that is. But if you have been a physical member, if you are online only, so like if you're digital only, or both, or if you're doing the Zoom meetings right now, or whatever combination, as long as you are a current WW member, no matter what your status was or is currently, as long as you are an active WW member or a lifetime member, you can participate in the Charm Challenge this summer. So it was a 6-week challenge. We are winding down. We only have 2 weeks left before we can start turning our paperwork. I will say again, I do not know how to turn it in yet. Oh my gosh, Teresa, that's what we're doing in the second half. So Teresa's asking about, with an air fryer, what she can do to put on the outside that's not so many points. That's literally what we're doing in the second half. So I promise I did not prompt Teresa or send her money to ask questions about what's going to be in the second half of tonight's chat. Anyway, so what was I even saying? Oh, the Charm Challenge. So you have been collecting words this whole time. If you have not been collecting words this whole time, all you have to do is just log on onto your WW account. Just go ahead and log on there, go back to the previous week's weeklies, and there is a secret word on each one of the weeklies. And when you have collected all 6 of the words, even if you only collect 4, even if you only collect 4 of the words, Rosie got her air fryer today, yay! So even if you only collect 4 of the words, 4, 5, or 6 of the words, but honestly, if you go back, since it's on the weeklies, you can get all 6 of them. And then when WW announces how we can turn the words in, so I think it's something that we fill out, and I think if you're doing this remotely, that you're going to mail it in, or like here in Knoxville, we have an opportunity for wellness check-ins. And Barbara, I'm going to smack you. Barbara says, do you know how to get the paperwork? Only asking for a friend. Barbara, no, I don't know how to get the paperwork yet. But anyway, and Teresa, so you have to stay tuned for the second half because she's missing fried chicken. You've got to stay tuned for the second half. And yes, Barbara, ha ha ha, you're hilarious. But anyway, so that's all you got to do. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know as soon as I know how to turn it in. If you have an opportunity to go to a wellness check-in like we do have here in Knoxville, you will be able to turn it in there. Anyway, so we're winding that down. Okay, last week, who attended a Zoom meeting last week? So who either went to, hello Linda, so who went to a physical workshop? So if you were lucky enough to go to a physical workshop, let's see some thumbs ups. And if you attended a Zoom meeting last week, let's see some thumbs ups. But if you did both, and see Sandra's already answering ahead, if you were here with us live last week, let's see some hearts. Or if you did both, you can do more hearts, or you can do thumbs ups and hearts. Thumbs ups and hearts like Sandra and Trish did, like Barbara did. Marlene's all thumbs ups. Hello, Susie. Lynn did both. Yeah, and I saw several of y'all at today's Zoom meeting. So Loretta was here with us, and Barbara did both. So several of you all went to the Knoxville Zoom meeting today. I was there at 2:30. We had literally just walked in from the zoo. I mean, I don't think we had been back maybe 15 minutes. I was still soaking wet head to toe. And Alyssa was with us, so I did not chat much, and I had to do it from my phone. I don't like doing it from my phone because I can't look at the gallery real well and see who all was there. So if you were there at the 2:30 Zoom meeting here in Knoxville, hello, if I didn't get a chance to tell you hello. But for everyone who attended a workshop last week, or attended a Zoom workshop last week, or attended with us live, or did both, here are your Bravo stickers. And see, and Lindsay just did exactly what this is for. So Lindsay went to 2 physical workshops and 2 virtual workshops, and she's here with us because she needs all the support she can get. Me too. We're struggling. I'm struggling not being able to go and see you all in person, okay? I mean, I'm really struggling. But anyway, so here are your Bravo stickers. And if you want real Bravo stickers that you can print out and you can put in your homemade weekly, in your journal, whatever you're keeping up with your stuff in, we're just doing a spiral bound notebook. And oh my gosh, Alicia tried to go to the Kingston Pike meeting at 2:30 today, but it was 12:30 our time. We're Eastern time. anyway, so wherever you do it, if you want any of the Bravo stickers, you can just go on to ifyouhaveanegg.com, and under digital downloads, then you can find them there. You can print them out. And thank you, Rhonda. I know, Rhonda, I haven't seen you in weeks. I am letting the gray grow in, so hopefully it's going to look like my mom's by the time I get done. And this is Barbara's 10-year anniversary with WW this month. That is awesome, Barbara. Congratulations. Okay, but if I don't talk fast, we're not going to get through this. So, or faster. Okay, so last week was chat number 184. And during last week's chat, we learned that foods can have other benefits besides long-term weight loss. Other benefits besides long-term weight loss and health improvements. So both of my parents suffered from illnesses that were complicated by water retention. So like things that would happen to cause them to retain water. Way complicated what was wrong with both of them, which was two completely different diseases, or retaining extra fluids was an issue, like any medications that they were taking or what was already wrong with them could cause that. So it was like a double whammy. So some of the medications they were taking caused them to retain fluids. Some of the things that were wrong with them caused them to retain fluids. So I mean, it was just like like a barrage of things. So I have found, even though I do not have, because I decided to start taking care of myself way earlier than either one of them did. And my mom made a miraculous turnaround, before she passed away. So I've tried to take some of her, some of her advice and run with it. And hello, Carla Ann, hello, Carla, I did see you today. But anyway, so I've tried to, kind of get a grip on that 20 years before she did. But I have found that if I consume too much sodium, so if I eat too many things with added sodium, or if I add too much sodium, I don't add a lot of sodium to food, but if I eat things that have too much sodium, like John and I have been on a nacho kick. I don't know what's up with that, but we're eating more cheese than we're eating anything else right now. But if I have too much sodium, it can make a 3 to 5 pound swing in my weight, like pretty darn quick. And it makes the tops of my feet swell and they feel tight and it hurts and it's very painful. So for this week, for our homework, and we'll go over our homework in a second, but I used watermelon, cucumbers, carrots, and no salt spices. So I only used my DAX spices this week because they're already salt free and MSG free. So that's all I did this week, and ta-da, no more swollen feet. So we played with Alyssa at the zoo today and in the water park part of the zoo. And I walked with Karen this morning, and my feet were not killing me. The bottoms of my feet were, but the tops of my feet did not feel explosive by the time we got back. But your homework for this last week was #foods with benefits. And so what we were looking for is some foods that for you have other benefits, immediate benefits, like pretty darn quick benefits, other than, so long-term weight loss is great. Long-term coming off of medications is great. The things that are way out there in the future, those are all great. But the homework this week was to find some things that were foods with benefits. And I know food is plural. I know it's not foods, but anyway, food, it just sounded cute. Foods with benefits, and let us know how they gave you some immediate results. So we're going to see how 3 people did. So first we've got Carol Lou, and she is here. So Carol Lou's foods with benefits. She made a pot of chicken noodle soup. It has these around it. She got a rotisserie chicken last weekend and made some homemade broth. And then she used the chicken breast to make some soup, and she used yellow squash from her, and it's CSA, and I had figured out what that was. I had figured out what that stood for a few days ago, and now has completely left my mind, and I did not write it down. But anyway, so she used yellow squash from her CSA for her noodles. So I call those scoodles. So if it was squash, I call it scoodles, SQOODLES. But anyway, so she made some scoodles. And the health benefits that she got from that. So the immediate health benefits, it's known to be a cure-all. So chicken noodle soup is known to be a cure-all. Homemade stock retains all of the nutrients from the chicken, and there were no added ingredients. White meat chicken, for the protein, it keeps you full longer. So the protein keeps her full longer. And she used tons of veggies to include. She included spinach, onions, celery, and carrots, and so she got lots of extra vitamins. And thank you, Shantae. Yes, community support agriculture. So she got lots of extra vitamins. That was definitely a food with benefit. But on top of all of that, on top of all of those benefits, it was no carbs. I didn't even think about that, but it was no carbs, and it kept her irritable bowel syndrome tummy happy. Hello, Andrea. Yeah, so that was an added benefit for her. Sylvia took the meatless taco bowl. So she took the Taco Tuesday meatless taco bowl that we made last Sunday, and that recipe is already on the blog. So it's already on ifyouhaveanegg.com, and it's just called Taco Tuesday Power Bowl. So Sylvia took the recipe from last Sunday's chat, and she made another meatless taco bowl. She used black beans. She used them for fiber. Corn she used for fiber and potassium. I'd already forgotten that corn has potassium in it. She used tomatoes for color, and she wrote down tomatoes for color, but that also would be great, to add extra hydration. They have lots of, what is it, lycopene? Is that what tomatoes have in them? Lettuce for vitamin A, potassium, fiber, zinc, and lots of other vitamins. Greek yogurt for protein. So she used the Greek yogurt as her sour cream, and she used salsa. And Dax Kaboom for the spice. So she really spiced it up. I did not pull the Dax Kaboom out of the pantry, but it is over. It's right. Actually, it's in the back. It is right there, if you can see that one. So that is Dax Kaboom. So she really spiced it up. Hello, Stacy. And she said once she started adding the stuff, of course she put her lettuce in first, and she got a little carried away with her lettuce. We talked about it later. But her salad was huge. So the extra added benefit of this was she got to have it for dinner too. So she had it for lunch and for dinner. So it was a double meal. And then Sandra, was it was your sister that we saw today during the 2:30 Zoom in Knoxville, correct? It was your sister. But anyway, Sandra's go-to food is spinach, and she uses a large bag every week. She uses a handful in her scrambled eggs. She puts it in her bean soup. She uses it as a side dish with dinner, and it gives her extra fiber. And Sandra is a very successful Weight Watcher. She has even kept it under control through husband sickness, moving again, COVID. I mean, she is on it. So I would definitely take her advice. And Vicki, we will come right back to that because it is going to be the Kaboom. But bravo to everyone who did your homework. Congratulations. Good job, ladies. Y'all did an excellent job. You had some really good ones. Of course, you made me hungry. Y'all always make me hungry when we're talking about food. But Vicki asked real quick, which Dax is the spiciest? So the Kaboom is the spiciest. Let me grab it real quick. So again, this is still salt-free, but the Kaboom, and they're always MSG-free. So the Kaboom has chipotle peppers, habanero powder, paprika, ancho pepper, dehydrated garlic, black pepper, mustard, dehydrated onion, and then it has like an anti-caking agent. But I think this one is the hottest. So if you like stuff that's hot, the Kaboom is pretty darn hot. I love this on eggs. I don't think it's too hot. Like, I know people that would melt just trying to, just smelling the container, but I don't think it's too hot, but I think it is, if you like hot sauce on eggs, fabulous. Okay. So anyway, good job everybody in your homework. We're ready to talk about this week though. This week is chat number 185. What happens in your body when you are active? And you all know, okay, hold on a second. Sylvia says, which one is just a general salt-free? Like, they're all salt-free. I don't understand the question, Sylvia. You're gonna have to ask me, maybe just privately message me. And Teresa, we get the Dax here at KC Kitchen Center. So we have them at KC Kitchen Center online or here at 5902 Kingston Pike. You can come and get them. We'll talk about that later. So this week is chat number 185. And it is what happens in your body when you're active. And no matter what's going on, that I love to be active. I don't run. I'm not Teresa, not the other Teresa. I'm not a runner. I'm not a CrossFitter. I'm not a heavy weightlifter. I do love to be active. Like today was the best day. We leisurely walked around the zoo. Then we took Alyssa over to the splash pad, and she and I, we weren't running, but we were moving almost the whole time. And then while she took a nap, John and I again leisurely walked around the Knoxville Zoo, up and around until she woke up. And then we went and tried to find the tigers who were hiding today. I have an interesting tiger story, but anyway, so but we did that, so we just had a really, really, really good day. And yes, Melissa, when I can go to Planet Fitness, I do the elliptical, but I'm like the worst at it, but I do like it. But I like to constantly be moving. I love to go over to Casey's house on Saturday nights and play with Alyssa. We play ball. She runs up and down the hill. We, I don't know, we play hide and seek, but being active. So what happens in your body when you're active? There are lots of things. So let's see, studies show that just a single workout can increase levels of mood boosting neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and noradrenaline. I probably didn't say that correctly. So there are lots of big picture, long-term things that you get from exercise. So things like weight loss, things like lowering your medication, things like getting toned arms and buns, which I do not have right now. But there are lots of long-term benefits, like way out in the future benefits from getting regular exercise, some form of exercise. But did you know that the more immediate impact something has, the more likely that you are to continue doing it? So, that's great. It's great. It's a great reason to exercise, to be able to look down the road and say, hey, I'm going to reach this weight loss, or I'm going to be fit, or I'm going to be able to run a marathon like Teresa ran a half marathon today or yesterday. Those things are awesome, and it is great. That is a great long-term benefit. Like Loretta just said, lifting weights is great for osteoporosis. That is an awesome long-term benefit. So you can say, hey, if I start lifting weights now, then I'm either going to stave off osteoporosis, I'm going to be stronger for that. So that's going to help with that down the road. But if it has a more immediate impact, then you're more likely to stick with it. So sometimes it's hard to see, sometimes it's hard to keep going and going and going when you can't see, if you can't see what it's going to look like a few years down the road, or even just a few months from now, what that's going to look like. So let's name some immediate things. So what are some immediate benefits that you get from even just one workout? Me in particular, because I'm going to run us out of time, I feel better. Lots of lives are saved when Karen and I get to walk, and we get to fuss and fuss and fuss, because we fuss the whole time. And so-and-so did this, and then so-and-so did that, and but lives are saved when Karen and I get to walk. We get to walk because we feel better. Our, non-adrenaline, we have non-adrenaline, or whatever, our adrenaline is reduced. I sleep better. Yep. Sylvia says more energy. You get to be with friends. And right now, like Karen and I couldn't go shopping right now. We still, because of COVID, it would be a little hard if we packed up in a car and tried to go shopping. So walking outside is perfect for us. It's perfect because we can be outside. We can be a tiny bit closer to each other. We don't have to wear our masks while we're doing it. So, getting to be with friends, especially right now, during all this COVID mess, you feel more powerful. Kimberly says your endorphins. Marianne says she feels better and she's less stressed. And Irma's doing the weightlifting because she can't do the medicine. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Less stress, improved balance. Like Gwen said last week, it improves her balance. The less stress. We had one of the ladies was trying to decide if she was going to do virtual school or if she was going to do regular school. She's a teacher. And so she was having to get a little bit of activity to reduce her stress. And then Mindy likes to do some weightlifting, and she said it sets the tone for the rest of her day. So Alicia says mood changes for the better, So that is awesome. But I thought Mindy's was the most, Mindy's hit me the most because it sets the tone for the rest of the day. When I get up earlier and do some exercise, it really does set the tone for the rest of the day. And when I don't get to exercise, John does not need to chime in from home, because thank you, Sandra, when I don't get to exercise, I'm in a foul mood, and then things just start to go, dominoes start to fall, in the wrong direction. So your homework for this week is #ActiveImpact. ACTIVE, so active impact. So I want to know what being active impacts. So I want you to name, for your homework this week, I want you to name 3 immediate things. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Betty says, I don't like to exercise, but I'm getting a health exercise coach this week at work. What? And she's lost 100 pounds, but she's struggling. That is awesome. That is awesome that you've already lost 100 pounds. Now, this is going to be easy peasy now. But so your homework is hashtag active impact. I want you to name 3 immediate impacts that you get from any activity. Any activity. It doesn't matter if it's walking, swimming, running, just getting up off the couch, whatever the activity is. I want you to name 3 immediate impacts. And a lot of you all have already named 1. So you've already done part of your homework. And John said that I'm foul if I don't get to walk. And he said he was cleaning it up for you all. So yeah, thank you, John. Thank you for making it PG-13 for us. So yes, I guess I'm foul when I don't get to walk. Anyway, so that's your homework. Hashtag active impact. And you're not kidding because it's the truth. But anyway, hashtag ask everybody at work what happens when I don't get to walk. Anyway, hashtag active impact. Name 3 immediate results you get. So 3 things that immediately impact you from any activity, and tag me in it. So on Instagram, it's at Ifyouhaveanegg. Here on the Facebook page, it's just tag at Ifyouhaveanegg. If you're in our private group, tag at Kelly Green Milligan and I will see it. Or do the hashtag active impact. If you are on Connect, it is at Scrap and Stamp 2, SCRAPNSTAMP, and the number 2. And Vicky said to filter John. Yeah. Okay, so do your homework, get it done, tag me in it. It is time for some water. You can tell it is time for some water. So for those of you that are new, we take a quick break at the 30-minute mark. And yes, I do keep talking for another 30 minutes, and I am so loving my apron. And I did figure out how to make this shorter. I thought I was gonna have to tie it up. Yeah, that just cinches on the side. But anyway, okay, so yes, Barbara and Sandra, it is time for some water. Today, I made coconut water. So we will take our quick break, take our water break. Everybody, if you have your water, go ahead and drink some. This is water. And in the skinny syrups, it is mermaid, coconut, mango, and then some actual coconut milk and some Sonic ice. Gosh, it's good. So good. And hello, Kathy. And I get an extra drink because we talked over 30. Okay. Oh my gosh. Carol Lou's husband. No. That does not count. Okay. So I am back. I am Kelly with Ifyouhaveanegg.com. Today is Sunday, August the 9th. I had to look at my watch. This is chat number 185, what happens in your body when you're active. So we've been talking a lot about food the last couple of weeks. So we've been doing this, what happens in your body when. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but this whole series from WW has been what happens in your body when. And so we've had all different kinds of things. When you're active, when you eat better, I have a sneak preview to this week if anybody went to today's to a Zoom meeting today, or if anybody's already downloaded your weekly for this week. But so it's all what happens in your body when. So that's what we've been talking about for the last few weeks. So one of the things that I realized was that I have been so micro-focused on not eating. And Teresa says, you're going to have to educate me on that coconut water. Super simple, Teresa. You just have to private message me. But anyway, one of the things I realized is that I have been so micro-focused on not eating meat. Not for any reason, because, I eat meat. That I haven't eaten any meat. And I guess it didn't really occur to me until Karen and I were talking about, I don't know, something that we were walking and talking and trying not to kill people, and she was talking about buying something at the store, and hello Rita, and I said, I don't think I've bought meat other than just like some sandwich meat or something. I said, I don't think I have purchased any meat in over a month, but I've been eating a large, huge, don't know what else to call it, amount of cheese. So I decided today that we would buy some more meat. We would invest in some more meat. For those of you who are watching me who are in my vegetarian group, in the meatless group, sorry, it's all meat stuff tonight. You'll just have to, skip this one and come back another day. But I'm also doing, yay, I'm doing the takeover on Simple Living Products Instagram stories on Thursday. And so Thursday, y'all are going to have to go over to Instagram, whether you have one or not. You're going to have to go over to Instagram and look for Simple Living Products. They are the air fryers. That's the company that makes the air fryers that I use. And Thursday, I am taking over their Instagram stories. So what I'm taking over their Instagram stories with is That Man's Chicken. You know, who doesn't love That Man's Chicken? Any of you all that have had either That Man's Chicken tenderloin, or turkey tenderloin, That Man's chicken tenders, That Man's chicken breast, whatever That Man's, thing it is, everybody loves it. Everybody who tries it loves it. We keep making it. We've made pork chops. We've made That Man's everything. Carol Lou has made That Man's green beans. She's tried to make, I don't know how many things That Man. So the quick story is, so that we don't run out of time to cook, years ago, I don't even know, might have been before Casey, so it was at least 25, 26 years ago, John and I went to a cookware party, and the guy that was there, of course he was trying to sell cookware, but the guy, Teresa had the turkey tenderloin last night, and it's Sylvia's favorite, but the guy that was there, he's trying to sell the cookware, so he's going to make something that was delicious because he wants you to buy it. We bought it. Okay, we didn't know any better. We were like 25, 26 years old. We bought it, but we bought it. The only reason we bought this entire set, we didn't have any business buying this. It was way too expensive. We didn't have the money, and you had to be there as a couple because it was so expensive. But the reason that we bought it, the sole reason that we bought it, is you could only get this one pan if you bought the whole set. Well, we wanted the one pan because he made this chicken that was to die for. I mean, it was literally to die for. And he made it in that pan. So we wanted the pan. Well, we lost the pan years ago. I don't know where it went, but we ate it probably every week, maybe every week, at least every other week. But we lost the pan somewhere, in one of the moves or whatever, couldn't find it, and we've been heartbroken. Well, here comes my Simple Living Products air fryer. And I don't know, one day I just thought, I don't know, I'm going to try and make That Man's Chicken. We didn't know the guy's name. So forever, for a quarter of a century, we have called it That Man's Chicken. Because we don't know him, don't know his name, couldn't find him if we had to. He was just that man. So we've made That Man's Chicken for a quarter of a century. Over 2.5 decades we've been making this. But one day I thought, I'm just going to try and make it in my air fryer. And you know what? It worked, and it's even better. It's even better. Okay, the original recipe calls for boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which we are going to make here in just a second. I have, my other one is almost finished, so while we're getting the chicken thighs ready, I'm going to let it finish cooking, so I'll be right back. This has already been cooking for 13 minutes. I just needed to cook the last couple of minutes, but in a Simple Living Products air fryer, you scoop and put the basket in, push the button in the middle. The temperature for this does need to remain on 360. It's already set on 360. I'm going to touch the timer. Whoops. And change it to 3 minutes. I'm going to change it to 3 minutes just because that's as long as I need it to cook. Okay. And yes, Barbara, that is the story behind that chicken. So that is not chicken thighs that's in the second one. It's something else, and I'll show you in a second. But I have in the bottom of this one, and this is just the pan that comes. It's the normal configuration of your air fryer. I use air fryers from Simple Living Products. I have 2 of them here, and we have one at home. We love them that much. You're going to use just a little bit. You don't need to use much because these are chicken thighs, and chicken thighs are 4 to 5 smart points per serving. I don't care which plan you're on. My way, whether you're blue, green, purple, it's going to be 4 to 5 points per thigh because it's chicken thighs. So, and yes, we'll talk about chicken breasts here in just a second for those of you that are sitting there thinking, but could we do this with chicken breasts? This is just a tiny bit of oil in my Evo sprayer. And again, if you want to get one of the Evo sprayers, you can, there's a link to my favorite Amazon products on the website on ifyouhaveanegg.com. While this is cooking, we are going to circle back around and talk about nutritional yeast, but hang with me for just a second. We're going to put on top of the chicken, and Teresa was asking about fried chicken. This is what makes it fried chicken for me. So we're going to put about a tablespoon of nutritional yeast on there, and yes, John Paul Harvey. On the thighs, my favorite on the thighs is the Dax Original Red. That was what I put on them the first time. That's what I have always put on the thighs. I use other Dax spices on the other configurations of chicken or the turkey tenderloin, but for some reason on the thighs I almost always use the Dax original red. Okay, then we're going to put this into the air fryer. Remember, we're going to scoop the basket. What we're doing right now is why it's critically important that when you get your Simple Living Products air fryer that you go ahead and season the basket like per the instructions. And if you don't know how to do that, we have a chat for that. So we have a chat that shows you how to season your Simple Living Products air fryer. But that's super critical because here in about 8 minutes, we're going to flip these over. And when we flip them over, if it wasn't seasoned properly, they would stick to the bottom, okay? Because I'm only spritzing the top of them with just a tiny bit of oil. I mean, a tiny bit. It's not even a teaspoon of oil. So I'm going to scoop the basket in. I'm going to set the air fryer for 360 degrees, which it's already set to. It already comes, when you push the button, it's preset to 360. We're going to leave it on 360. We're going to cook the thighs for 18 minutes, and we're going to flip them once. So we're going to run over by a couple of minutes. Y'all be fine. We weren't going anywhere anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. We're going to scoop. See how easy it goes in when you scoop it? Push the button in the middle, and that turns it on to 360. We're going to push the timer button. Whoop, change it to 8. Change it to 18. Push the button in the middle again, and that one started. So this is why I have, okay, other than the obnoxious beep, 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 I have 2 air fryers going right now. Is it loud? Other than the beep, beep, is it loud in here? So there are 2 air fryers. So John had bought me another brand of an air fryer, you know, several years ago, several years before I had these. And I loved it, and as much as I loved it, it was so loud. I mean, it sounded like an airplane taking off, or it sounded like, John will know what this is, it sounded like one of the HTC machines, you know, kind of coming in. So that's not loud. So one of them is off, one of them is still running. The only way that I know it's running is to turn around and look at it, and I see the little things going around. These things are so quiet, and they're very easy to clean up. Okay. So that was chicken thighs. So you can do as many chicken thighs as you can get into the basket. I normally stop at about 4 in ours. We have the extra large basket. It's a 5.8 quart. They do make a little bit bigger ones, and they make some manufacturers make ovens now. I try not to let them touch just because I want them to be crisp all the way around. But in the other air fryer, what I started right before the chat was chicken breasts. So yes, before anybody asks, you can do this with chicken breast too. So if you were on purple or blue, and if you do not have to count points for chicken breasts, or if you do not have to count points for tenderloin, like for turkey tenderloin, breast tenderloin, if you don't have to count points for things like that, you can still make that man's chicken with those too. So I started the breast earlier. It was just 2. I just did 2 chicken breasts. And I've got a bunch more chicken breasts because we're going to stock up for the week so that we do not have to cook any other kind of meat all week long. But on this one, on the chicken breasts, I use Dax Citrus Groove. Citrus Groove is fabulous on chicken, and it is fabulous on fish. It is so good on fish. I can't even, I don't know. It's just so good on fish. But the Citrus Groove has spices, and it has lemon peel, lime peel granules, and orange peel. So it has lemon, lime, and orange, and it is so, I don't know, it's so good. It's just so citrusy. Sorry, I'm a little dry today from all the zoo play. Okay, let me grab my tongs. Remember, everything coming out of your basket is going to be super hot. So these are chicken breasts. I cooked them for the same amount of time, 360 for 18 minutes, and I flipped them halfway through. If this was chicken breast tenderloins, because the tenderloins are so thin, the tenderloins you only do for 16 minutes and flip them halfway through. But the breast you're still going to do for 18 minutes. The turkey tenderloin is for a little bit longer. I think it's for 20 minutes, but all those recipes are already on ifyouhaveanegg.com. So tonight, you don't even have to wait for me to do the recipes, or for Jessica to do the recipes, because they're already on there. But let me show you how tender this is. Sorry. Shoot, that's from being dried out. dried out. I wish you could see how juicy this is, and I wish you could smell this. Okay, so where I cut this is so juicy on the inside. So, you know, usually chicken breasts are so dried out, but these are so juicy, and we will make these ahead because, and yes, I only seasoned one side, Carol, but we will make these ahead and we'll use them to eat just as chicken. We'll use them in salads. They're great mixed in other things. If you go ahead and season them, you can use them in different casseroles. Like sometimes I'll use the BB Queen, the Dax BB Queen, and I'll put that into a casserole. Or the buffalo, the butt kicking buffalo is really good. If you go ahead and season it with the butt kicking buffalo, do this, and then shred up this chicken and use it in the buffalo, or in the Winstar Karen's buffalo chicken dip. So good. So this is the chicken breast, and again, actual breasts are a lot thicker than the breast tenderloin, so you do need to go ahead and let them cook for the whole 18 minutes, and then flip them once. And I'm going to go ahead and try it for you. Oh, and I didn't bring a fork over here. So juicy, so good. The nutritional yeast makes it just a little bit crispy. So while we're waiting on the thighs to cook, let me talk about the nutritional yeast and why I use it for a few minutes. So, and Rita just asked if the seasonings are low sodium. Yes, Rita, that's why I use these. They are no sodium. So they're no added sodium. So there's no added sodium in these. And Teresa wants to know, are all of the recipes on our page? All the recipes I'm talking about tonight, yes ma'am, they are. They are on ifyouhaveanegg.com. And I wish Jessica or Casey were here, but I think they might still be hanging out together. Something about missing each other. But they are all of the recipes should be on there. But like the Dax Original Red, it has dehydrated garlic, paprika, other spices, dehydrated onion, mustard, and then an anti-caking agent. So they have no salt, so there's no added salt in these. So I've got every single flavor that they have, but those spices, salt-free, so good. What I had on the chicken breast was the citrus groove, so it's the citrusy one, and that one's really good on fish. And you can cook salmon in the air fryer. You can do turkey tenderloin. But we have not talked about nutritional yeast in a little while. This one is Simple Truth, so that is the Food City brand. We have a Food City right across the street. I'd use Bragg nutritional yeast. I use Trader Joe's nutritional yeast. I'm an equal opportunity nutritional yeast user. Hello, Janice. I'm an equal opportunity nutritional yeast user. I'll use any brand that there is. I've used Bob's Red Mill. I have used I don't know, there's another one, but most stores have it now. Most stores. Publix, believe it or not, it took them a little while to catch up, which is weird. And yes, Betty's exactly right. Betty says most stores carry it. Yeah. And hello, Janice. So, Judith is a first-time watcher. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Judith. Hello. Yep. And so Judith's going to be shopping for the seasoning lesson. But nutritional yeast is not brewer's yeast. This is not baking yeast. So you're not going to use this for anything to rise. And I don't even know why they call it yeast, but it's something about the way that the yeast flakes are made or something, and I don't even know how to explain it. But my mom, and we do have a chat for this, so if you need to go more in depth onto what nutritional yeast is, we do have a chat for nutritional yeast, but we hadn't talked about it in a little while. So I thought while we're waiting to flip the chicken, I thought this would be a good time to just do a quick refresher, just a quick recap on the nutritional yeast. So my mom was, we talked about my mom's health at the beginning of this. Then she was having some significant health problems and just asked the doctor, what do I need to do? And everything he listed out. And I know Teresa, and I actually know you, don't I? Yes, so hello. And yes, and I'm sorry, Teresa, it didn't even occur to me. So the one that just answered, that Teresa is also a first-time watcher. And I'm so sorry, it did not even, because I know you, it did not occur to me to tell everybody else that you are a new watcher. So a new viewer. So everybody please welcome that Teresa also. And yes, Lynn is exactly right. Nutritional yeast tastes like panko and Parmesan had a baby. That, you know what? And Casey, we need a t-shirt that says like panko and Parmesan had a baby. Would that not be hilarious? Because people would not have any idea what that meant. But anyway, the nutritional yeast, my mom, everything that the doctor told her, she kept saying, okay, so I could just become vegan. And he'd give her some other suggestion and she would be like, so I can just become vegan. So she finally figured out that everything that was wrong with her, almost everything that was wrong with her, and yes, Betty's exactly right. Don't smell it. It stinks. Just use it. She's exactly right. And Betty, that would be another great t-shirt. Don't smell it. Just use it. Anyway, maybe not. But Mom became vegan. So she decided that she would just become vegan. She literally, read some books, checked some stuff out of the library, and like 2 days later, she was vegan. And I mean, that's just the way my mom was. So she decided, okay, I'm vegan. So she became vegan. But nutritional yeast is one of the things that she introduced to me when she became vegan because it had all of its nutritional benefits. So she needed this because she needed the supplements, because she wasn't, consuming as much meat or B vitamins, or iron or things like that, because we're like really iron deficient people as a people group. And so she started using it for that. But the bonus that we realized very quickly was it's so good. It's so good. If you don't know what panko is some kind of specially made little like breadcrumbs. It tastes like panko and Parmesan cheese. It tastes like they had a baby. So it is so good. It is so awesome. Yeah, and Loretta's exactly right. It's great on cauliflower rice. It's great on chicken. It's great on, I put it in my eggs. I put it in my grits. I put it on popcorn. It's just good all the way around. Now, my mom used to make a macaroni and cheese that only had nutritional yeast and it did not have any actual cheese in it. And it was so good. Let me flip the chicken real quick so that we don't burn it. Hold on just a second. Oh, here, let me let you get a little glimpse of them. So this is them. Those are the thighs. Ooh, can you hear that? So those are the thighs halfway through. But this is why they are 4 to 5 points, because they have their own fat on them. Okay. We're going to let those cook for 8 more minutes. So, but while we're talking about the nutritional yeast, well, first of all, again, just in case anybody didn't know, all of the recipes, so that man's chicken, which is just the thighs, that's already on ifyouhaveanegg.com. That man's chicken breast is on there. That man's chicken, or that man's pork chops, anything that man's is already on ifyouhaveanegg.com. And if I'm saying it too fast, you don't understand it, I will get somebody to type it in the comments. I don't think I can comment. Let me see. Let me see if I can comment real quick. I'm scared. I'm scared to comment because I'm scared I'll mess this up. Okay, anyway, but it's ifyouhaveanegg.com. So those recipes are already on there, and you can just search. That man. If you put in that man, you're going to get all of those. So, okay, Kathy wants to know what aisle the yeast is in. That's a tough one, Kathy, and that we go over that in the chat. So in the chat that is for nutritional yeast, and we actually have 2 different chats that are for nutritional yeast. So if you go to youtube.com and search If You Have an Egg, on YouTube, you can go to all the you can go to all of the different chats, and you can just search on our search for Barbara, for 1 tablespoon it is 0 points. The only one that has a 1 point is Red Star, I think. So the Food City brand, the Bragg brand, the Trader Joe's brand, Bob's Red Mill, and then the Red Star brand. I do not know why. They all should be exactly the same, but for some reason those 2 are 1 point for a tablespoon. But trust me, it is so worth it. It is so worth it, even if you get one of the ones that says that it's 1 point. But there are 2 different chats for the nutritional yeast. Absolutely delicious and everything. Tastes so good. But when you see what it does to these chicken thighs, that's okay, Barbara. It's better to be safe than sorry. When you see what it does to these chicken thighs, you're going to pass out. You are going to pass out. And Deborah says, is there a name? Do you mean for the nutritional yeast? If you do, it is just nutritional yeast seasoning. And I know that's backwards, but it's called nutritional yeast seasoning. So the turkey oh yeah, and Carol Lou says her favorite way to use it is on the turkey tenderloin, and yes, she made some Scottish eggs with it the other day. Yeah, so yummy. Okay, so we are about 6 minutes. Yep, 6 minutes. So y'all are just gonna have to hang tight. 6 minutes away from the thighs from being done. The thighs are our favorite way to make them. John, if you are still there, would you agree? Would you agree that the thighs are your favorite, or have you switched? Is the turkey tenderloin your favorite now? John's pretty darn fond of the turkey tenderloin. He likes it because when I make them, I make two. Bye, good night, Alicia. I make two turkey tenderloins, and then after I let them cool off, then I'll chop them up and put them in something, so he can just go by and grab a bunch of them, to eat as a snack. So I think he likes the turkey tenderloin a lot. But the turkey, that man's chicken, so the chicken thighs, that's what I'm making for the takeover, for the Instagram takeover Thursday. So y'all have to watch for that. It's on the Simple Living Products Instagram page, and and so I'm taking it over with that man's chicken recipe, just because I think everybody needs to be able to use this. So it doesn't matter if you're doing Weight Watchers, it doesn't matter if you're doing keto, it doesn't matter if you're just trying to feed your family. This one's so easy. It's so easy and it's so good that you're going to want this one in your arsenal. You're going to kind of want this in your back pocket. Okay, and John says the turkey is awesome. So yeah, but this one you're going to pass out again. It's just, if you can hang out for 4 more minutes. So we're at like 3 minutes till 9. So if you can hang out for like 5 more minutes, and I'll show you the turkey thighs, you are going to want to do that. So Lynn, it's a takeover. So Lynn wants to know what time the takeover is on Thursday. So it won't be me live. I'm doing a video for them, and then they're going to post it. So I wish it was live. I wish I could take it over live. But yeah, I'm not sure what time they're going to post it. And again, Dusty's about to pass out because he can smell that man's chicken, and John should be about to pass out because I'm bringing this home for him to eat over the next couple of days, because I have, I think, 6 more chicken breasts and 4 more thighs in the refrigerator to shoot this video with. But John likes the turkey. He just mentioned he likes the turkey because we can take it on vacation, and that's what I'll do. And there is a chat for that too. So we had on one of our Disney vacation chats, we had done that man's turkey tenderloin, and after I let it cool, I cut it into cubes, and then I just put it in a leftover, I think it was like a yogurt container or something, and I wrote turkey on top of it. And then I had another one that said grapes, and then I had another one that said, I don't know, cheese or something else. And Barbara's right. Barbara was the first person to notice my new camper. But anyway, so I had all this, and I put them in our cooler. Well, that way when we're driving down the road to Disney, because we almost always go to Disney, we were driving down the road to Disney, John was like, I'm ready for a snack. And instead of pulling over at McDonald's or Burger King or somewhere like that, I said, okay, what do you want? And we just opened up the cooler, and we had turkey, and we have, that's funny, Joyce thought I was saying Batman's chicken. No, Batman did not come to teach that class. He did not come to teach that cooking class that night that we went to. It was that man. But anyway, so we were driving. John was ready for a snack, so I just opened up the cooler, and I was like, okay, what do you want? I've got turkey. I've got cubed turkey. I've got cheese. I think we had hard-boiled eggs that trip. We had grapes. We had, some other things that were fairly sturdy on their own, but I put them in, like reusable containers that had yogurt or something, or probably fluff, truth be known, so that I could stack them, kind of in the cooler. And we snacked on that the whole way down there, and it was perfect. And the year that we did that, we were all on Freestyle. So Freestyle is the current blue plan, and on Freestyle, turkey is 0 points. So we were like, anyway, going to town. Turkey and eggs are 0. Okay, it must be close to being done because Dusty's about to have a meltdown. He's about to have a meltdown. We have 2 minutes. So quickly, in 2 minutes, what are your nutritional yeast questions? You have 2 minutes you have 1 minute to ask them, because by the time I get them, it'll be down to 1 minute. Ooh, and Ada tried the veggie crumbles, and they were delicious. I know, I love them. They are so good. Okay, you all, it's going to be 2 after 9 before we're done. You can do it. You can stay awake. You can stay with me. And for those of you that are Central, Mountain, or Pacific time, Quit whining. It's still early in the day. Still early in the day. Any other nutritional yeast questions? You've got 1 minute. How many points? So Marlene wants to know how many points nutritional yeast is. It is 1 tablespoon is 0 points. That man's thighs are 4 to 5 smart points. The chicken breast on green is a couple of smart points per it's for how much you have, and on blue or green it should be 0. And Deborah, that's a whole long. Oh, we're about ready. So Deborah, it does a lot. The nutritional yeast does a lot. It's good for your health. It's flavorful. It adds flavor, and you're getting ready to see the best magic ever on nutritional yeast. Okay, so I'm ready to show you the magic. So thanks for hanging out with me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And yes, I only season one side. Then I flip it over. Okay, and hopefully you all can see these because I want to hold this up before I take them out. So if you all can see that, I'm going to take these out and put them in here with these chicken breasts and let them sit for just a second before I cut into one of them. But I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is all the fat off of this chicken. So chicken thighs are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. And you never thought of a chicken as being fat before, I'm sure. It's not. It's just fluffy. But all of that is the fat off of the chicken thigh. And can you see did you see how easy I popped that out of there? How easy that popped out? That is because I seasoned my Simple Living Products air fryer per the instructions. So if you season it correctly when you get it, just pops right off. Okay, so the ones in the back, these are the chicken breasts. The ones in the front, those are chicken thighs. You do not have a civilian in your family that won't eat these thighs. So it doesn't matter. Husband, kids, yourself, grandparents, in-laws, whoever. Hello, Tracy. It doesn't matter. Everyone is going to love these thighs. And even if you're on WW, it's just 4 points. It's 4 points. Eat a bunch of vegetables with it or something. I always have 2. That's why I made 2. So I always have 2 of them, and I always count it as 8 points. And it's so worth it. And I'll just have like green beans or steamed broccoli and cauliflower, something else with it, because it is so worth it. So again, for some bizarre reason, I did not bring a fork over here tonight. So I'm going to cut into one of these and just show you just how juicy. I don't even really have to cut in. It's just going to completely come apart because it is so well done. So if you can see, can you see how juicy the inside of that is? This is absolutely the juiciest chicken. You will never, ever, ever want fried chicken again. So Teresa was wondering what she was going to do about fried chicken. You're never going to want fried chicken again. This is the best chicken that you've ever had. Absolutely the best. Let me cut off just a little piece. Dusty's like, I will try it, Mama. I will try it and I will let you know how it is. But I promise you, this is the best chicken you've ever had. John and I bought like a $200 and something, 25 years ago, like a $200 cooking set so that we could get this chicken, so that we could make this chicken. And now I just make it in my Simple Living Products air fryer. Okay, let me pull it off. And again, sorry about the tongs. I did not get a fork out. And Susan says she came in late. So what else does it have on it? It has a tiny, tiny, tiny spritz. It's not crunchy. It's not crunchy, but it doesn't need to be. It is so good. So it's a tiny spritz of oil. I mean, it's not even a teaspoon of oil. And then it has nutritional yeast. And then on the thighs, I like original red. Good night, Carol Lou. I like a Dax original red. You can use the seasoning of your choice, but I like the Dax because it has no salt. Okay, look at that. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It is the best chicken. It's the best chicken you're ever going to have. Okay. I'm so glad that I decided to do this. Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed that. The recipes are already on the website. So it's on ifyouhaveanegg.com. Oh, and Liz went to the very same dinner in 1983. Yep. And, oh, was it $1,000? Did I spend $1,000 back in It wouldn't have been 83 because we wouldn't have been married yet. So it would have had to have been like 85, 86, 87. Did I spend $1,000? Oh my gosh. No wonder they wanted both of us there. And no wonder I don't remember how much it was. So for much less money, you can make the exact same chicken in a Simple Living Products air fryer. Okay, so everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great evening. I'm going to get Dusty, even though he thinks that he's going to get chicken. Come here, buddy. So you can say goodnight. Oh, come on. Yeah, he is confident that he's getting some of it. Look at him. Oh, he's searching for it. And he needs a haircut so bad. He is searching for this chicken. So I promise you are going to love it just as much as Dusty does. If you are watching this on YouTube, pretty please go ahead and watch the next video that is coming up. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe so the next video is right here. You can tag it or it should pop up automatically. If you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? Go ahead and click here. You're going to hit the subscribe button. And if you would like one of these cool aprons, and now I have added some coffee pins that we have here at Casey Kitchen Center. But if you would like one of these cool aprons or one of the t-shirts that I wear, you can click over here onto Spreadshirt and it will take you straight there. And we so appreciate your all support during this weird time. But if you want to order anything else, it's on CaseyKitchenCenter.com. Or you can go get your Bravo stickers at Ifyouhaveanegg.com. So everybody have an awesome week. I really do appreciate you all being here. Have a good one. I'm going to try not to eat all of this chicken while I'm standing here after we get off. But y'all have a great evening, and I will see you next week. Good night.